43 seconds left. Okay, guys. So we'll have an announcement. And the following announcement is something that I'm really excited about. Something that I was lucky enough to be invited to be part of. And wait, I have to close this. And I have really, really high hopes for. It's something that I will need my community to stand by me, to support me during it. It's gonna be an event. Going to China? No, bro. Go, go, go. Okay. Refresh. It's a tournament. It's a big tournament called Midweek Masters. I'll just lower down the volume a bit. And it's the following. It's a weekly tournament organized by me and Robo. He's gonna be my main admin. He's gonna carry the workload for a while, for 18 weeks actually. Every week we're going to have a tournament basically. It's going to happen between Monday and Thursday, just so it won't overlap with any big rounds of any tournament that's ongoing. And we will start in the beginning with 16 players. It's going to start with round of 16. Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be round of 16. Then quarterfinals on Wednesday, and semifinals and finals on Thursday. Right? For now, we nailed down. This is going to start on 11th of August. It's going to happen 3 weeks per month with a week of a break for the next 6 months. We have the handbook that I will walk you guys through in a second. Which players signs up are open. Join the Discord for more information, for the handbook, for everything. It is all ELOs, but it's targeted at, of course, top players. I lost my idea, but yeah, we have nailed down the. Also, I'll send you this here. We have nailed the schedule for the first month, right? For August. There's going to be 3 weeks, 3 different formats. Every week can be a new format. Maybe 1 week we're gonna have only open maps. Maybe 1 week we're gonna have only water maps. Maybe 1 week we're gonna have only regicide, sudden death. We can play with the formats and with the theme forever. Most importantly, people can contribute to those themes. People can pick those themes. How? Well, this is kind of pushing me to my next point here. This is a community funded tournament. Like right now, we are sitting at $1,800. 18 weeks. This kind of leaves $100 per week prize pool. $100 per week will most likely be split just between the first player and the second, just between the winner and the second player, right? This prize pool can vary monthly because the community can contribute and is encouraged to contribute to the prize pool in 2 ways. If people are contributing with a larger sum, for instance, I don't know, $200, $300, that will be added to the general prize pool, to the 1800s, and is going to be split equally. But if people can contribute monthly through a Patreon, right? People can choose, you know what, I'll just be a Patreon supporter and I will support this monthly. So then the prize pool can be variable depending on the Patreon contributions in that month. Because on Patreon, you can choose to support once, only 1 month, only 3 months, only whatever. You can stop whenever. So, long story short, the prize pool can be variable, but it's going to be at least $100 per week. Of course, our goal is to pay more players. So if I don't know, let's say that um 1 month we're gonna have so many subscriptions on Patreon that is gonna be $400. Then I would like for the third place and the fourth place to get something as well, not just the first two. That's basically the idea that we discussed with Robo. Who is Robo? Robo is someone that has been around in the community for a long while. He's a very good admin. He is a Wikipedia editor and contributor as well. He's doing a lot for the community. A lot, but he's part of the people that your casual viewer didn't hear about because he's doing the heavy work behind the scenes. He also was a tournament coordinator, exactly. Uh, but yeah, I was getting to my point here because the Patreon supporters will have open polls where they can vote a theme or a format for a specific week, for instance. This was my idea with the people being able to does he admin most of T90's tournaments? I don't know if most of them. I don't know if most of them, but definitely some. Um, I wanted to do something. And then we can jump to questions. We can jump to questions. AOE. Okay. Okay. Go. Involved with most of to some degree, but JBR does most of the heavy lifting these days. Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah. Other things. Handbook. Where's the handbook? Okay. Here. Oh, flashbang. Sorry about that. Who really gets the spot? Top 16 players. Top 16 players. Depending on the amount of signs up, we could increase this. Like people are hosting this in AOE4 as well, and they have a round of 32, round of 64, whatever. For starters, is going to be 4 days, right? Like I said, we're starting with best of 3. So I don't know if we're pumping it to round of 32. Maybe we can do Mondays and Tuesday with just a best of 1. It's a weekly tournament after all. Maybe we can still keep it best of 3, but we don't have streaming slots because right now we're starting from round of 16. There's going to be 4 matches broadcasted on Monday, 4 on Tuesday. They're going to be open slots. Players can schedule if they want to live stream their games, or otherwise they're going to play on private, right? Um, Question one, Patreon link. Yes. So there, like I said, there's two ways. There's a Patreon link and there's a PayPal link. If you guys want to donate larger sums through PayPal, you should talk to one of the admins, with me or with Robo, in private. Uh, Otherwise, Patreon. Okay. So, was the announcement or start the whole thing? I missed it. God damn it. Comments, Hoyo. I will link all the links on your new page, YouTube page too. Nice, nice. Also, a very important thing to state here: the initial prize pool, the $1,800. I have to mention this because it's funded by two very important people. One of them is Robo, who slammed down half of that prize pool, and the second one is Herr Kommissar, another dear member of our community. It's due to them that we have this starting point. I will say this as often I have the occasion, and along with all the other supporters that want to contribute, because I told you guys my goal for this year and my dream for this year was to host a tournament, and this can only be achieved through and kept alive through the community, right? Because that's what I was trying to pursue with Microsoft. Didn't work out. I was quite upset it didn't work out, but at the end of the day, I wanted to still go through a tournament. And with this occasion, again, I am super happy that Robo came with me with this proposal and got me, on the train. I was skeptical at first, but then quickly I got super, super excited about it. And I think it's going to be really nice. I think it's going to be really, really nice. Where's the Discord for this? It's, well, wait, it's this. Ah, thank you. Sorry. I didn't see what you were doing, synthetic, so sorry. So, on top of all of this, Chupta is heavy carrying the graphics, the logo, the everything. So a massive thank you to her, to Chupta, and absolutely thrilled to have him on board with this. And yeah, I'm uh, I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. I think this is going to be fun. Will I cast all the games? Absolutely all the games. Like I said, there's going to be um 4 streaming times on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, and 3 on Thursday, the semifinals and the final. I will be casting everything. This is open streaming. Everyone can cast, of course. Like there's going to be in the rule book all the details. Casters are supposed to have some commands. Best of 5. No. So round of 16, sorry, is going to be best of 3. Quarterfinals, best of 3 as well. Semifinals and finals, best of 5 and best of 7. I think. Have you tried to hire TOS to help casting? Like I said, TOS can cast this. Everyone can cast. It's their right. Event is open to stream. I will try for the finals, most likely for the finals every week, to bring co-casters. If other content creators are down for this, he's a decent caster. He's amazing. I will try to bring TOS, to bring Dave, T90, Bamb, everyone. So yeah. The hand guys, please. Let's put a pin on that. Let's put a pin on that. Oi, oi, oi. Marcy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. Scuffed alerts, let's go. Thank you, Marcy. It's amazing to see you here. Coffers, yes, sir. Scoofed, yeah, absolutely. We like it scoofed. We like it scoofed. Yeah, okay. I'm in a Discord, but cannot see the handbook. Information should be in information. If you scroll up, the first link is Patreon, and the second is August handbook. Then signups, brackets, etc. Um, overview. I'll 16 players for now. Yeah, I was sorry, I my mind is racing right now and I am jumping from one idea to another. You guys were asking about the format round of how much, whatever. I was telling you we're going to start with round of 16. Maybe if enough people would sign up, we'll see how the first month is going to go, right? Maybe in September we're going to start with round of 32, and maybe we're going to do something like you know how the qualifiers for the big tournaments are, when it's just open to stream and it's just a mess on the dashboard and everyone casts whatever they can. Maybe we can do that if there's enough people in casting the games, if there's enough interest in players for playing, and etc. Have you chatted much with any other streamers as to how to plan to do this? Nope, not at all, actually. But I am confident that it will get enough support. I am confident as well. T-West, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. We were just talking about you and how amazing of a caster you are. And you guys are just in time for my announcement. Actually, you missed it, but I can repeat it really quick. It's a weekly tournament starting 11th of August. This is my announcement. I made it on Twitter as well. What is this? It's an announcement, and a real announcement, not an announcement of an announcement, and all of that. We've done that already. Long story short, every week, well, every week with a week break monthly, 3 weeks per month tournaments, weekly tournaments, 16 players, in and out. That's it. Community funded with 2 legends in particular helping out. Exactly. It's gonna be good. I have a good feeling about this. Starting on my birthday, best present. Let's go, Xvideo. Maybe you can sign up as well. Banditizer. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We were going through the handbook. We already talked about the format and so on. We have the signs up for week 1, 2, and 3. So the goal is every month is to release a new handbook with new links where people can already plan in advance. Oh, you know, there isn't any information channel in the Discord. I think you're talking about my Discord. This is not in my Discord. This has a different Discord. And I think you're in the wrong one. Correct. Is there several brackets? No, it's just 16 players. It's going to be 16 players, one bracket. Of course, this is targeted to the top players, to the top audience. But hey, if we're not gonna have enough signups, we're gonna take the first 16 regardless. Huge content. Thank you, Addictive Me. I'm really excited. I think we're already off to a great start. I have a really good feeling about this. Um. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, every month the goal is to release a new handbook with, of course, a new sign up links for every week. Oh, you would want to play, but you can't play the second week. Okay, you can sign up for the first and the third. Of course, the handbook is going to be updated accordingly because there's going to be a schedule and there's going to be a map pool every week. So, schedule for week 1, 2, and 3, match settings. 16 quarterfinals and semifinals are best of 3. Final is best of 5. I'm sorry, I think I said earlier that semifinals are best of 5 and final is best of 7. That would be too much because semifinals and final are on Thursday. They're played in the same day. So if all of them would go to the last game, that would mean 17 games to be casted in one day, and that would be too much. This is more responsibility than having a baby. Yeah, that's what I was. Those who cannot make it on schedule eliminated. I guess no exception. Yeah, I mean it's a weekly tournament. Like I don't expect people to give me too much of a headache regarding the scheduling. Like it's gonna happen weekly. You can make it this week, dude. There's gonna be a new one next week. Just don't sign up if you can't play. Yeah, it's it's easy like that. Um, first week. First week is going to be as vanilla as it gets. Basically, there's just standard D maps. We try to kind of get one from each category. It's going to be open maps like Serengeti and Golden Pit. There's going to be Coastal Forest and Boga Island, a tiny bit more chaotic. Acropolis Arena, Land Nomad. Like I said, as vanilla as possible. Weekly 2, we have new maps, but I think we had a quirk here. We had only civs and maps that were released in AOK and AOC. Yep. And we have Nomad, we have Migration, we have Yucatan, Arabia, Fortress. Okay, we can work with that, but have Ghost Lake and Scandi present as well. And of course, then we're jumping to week 3 with civs and maps that were released since the only. Yep. So that kind of leaves 20 civs only. And of course, chaotic maps, hollow woodlands, shrubland, fortified clearing, African clearing, golden swamp. See, we can play with all of these teams, all of this format every week. Of course, you have to be an OG PageCon supporter to have a say in this, but I think it's going to be quite nice. I think we can get some people to come with some good ideas. We can come with some good ideas to enrich the tournament, to have something new, something fresh, basically. Tournament rules. The whole handbook kind of features the unified handbook, follows the same principles with, of course, some changes here and there, local changes. The 16 highest seeded players at the end of the sign up period will be included in each event, of course, will be seeded by the average of their current and highest ELO 1v1 for now, depending on the signups, right? Maybe if we only will have a pro player signing up, which would be the dream, but Of course, we want this tournament to be targeted as the high audience because, of course, that's the max reach that we can get through the pro players. Of course, um, maybe we can change that with ATP. It's we'll see. Again, we have to test. We have to have a week, a month of you know having a grasp of how the tournament is going to play out and so on. Players who have played on multiple accounts or on any ranked ladder in the past 2 weeks are not eligible to participate. You're also free to schedule the final or you want to have it live. Uh, I don't necessarily care about having it live. Players can, well, it would be a bit tricky, right? Because both of the semifinals are played on Thursday. So the kind of have to be live, right? Maybe if people cannot play the final, maybe we can make like a stretch and push it to Friday. Something that I wouldn't be too happy with. Why that rule? Is that a punishment for Smurf? I don't see why this make an impact on a tournament setting. Yes, it is a punishment for Smurfs. Smurfing sucks. Why would you? Why would you play a tournament if you're Smurfing? Basically that. Players will be seeded into the bracket via pots of 4 players, 1-4 versus 13-16. That's the matchmaking. Should a player be unavailable for the first round, we will attempt to replace them with the next highest seed to ensure games are played. Of course, failure to follow any of the rules in this handbook or the Unified Tournament handbook may result in disqualification and being banned from future events. Okay, we're going. Hey, Happy Leaves, good to see you here. We were talking about you earlier. Identifying their alt smurfs is the hard part, though. Difficult to enforce. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um. Okay, we're back to prize pool. Prizes will be paid out at the end of each month after 3 events have concluded. To be eligible for the prize payouts, players must complete all the following. All games must be completed within the prescribed schedule. All games draft shared in recorded games, and players must complete an invoice within 1 month, of course. We've been through this, right? Because we have an $1,800 prize pool, general prize pool, split in 18 weeks. That's going to be $100 per week for now. If there's going to be larger sums, they will be added to the general prize pool and split accordingly. So the weekly prize pool, the minimum weekly prize pool will increase. But also, if we have people supporting through Patreon with a monthly subscription, that monthly contribution will only be applied to the month that, of course, to the monthly prize pool, basically. So the prize pools can, be variable from 1 month to another. Of course, depending on the support. Event coverage, of course. Hey, swarm of lemmings. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Can you zoom in? Yes. Can zoom in even more. Event coverage. Just the regular. Of course, people are kind of people are free to stream the games to enjoy the event. Of course, we would really appreciate people telling their audience how they can support this event, because also both the Patreon and the PayPal are not linked to me or Robo. These were created specially for this event. Again, this is a community funded tournament, and of course the only way it kind of snowballs, right? The more it is supported, the bigger the prize pool is, the bigger the attraction it is for the pro players to sign up, the bigger the reach is. The bigger the reach is, the most likely it is for the tournament to gather more supporters, and it's just like this circle, this cycle. So of course, I would be really really grateful if you guys can share the announcement on your socials, if you can feedback loop, exactly. If you can just give it a share, or I don't know, tell your favorite streamer, your favorite caster about it, your favorite player that you want to see playing in this. Bug your favorite streamer to sign up. Exactly. Exactly. Like I wouldn't mind seeing T90 playing in this. Not necessarily just casting. Of course, even casting would be a huge exposure, but just playing in this. Why not? I'll go spam it in air chat until I'm banned. Yeah. Of course, players who wish to stream their point of view must follow all the above rules. Players can stream their point of view if they're playing in the scheduled live slots, or, of course, I think both of the players have to agree, basically, uh, for the game to be streamed live. Like if your opponent has something against it, um, it's not really fair for you to be really stubborn about streaming it live. Though, especially at the high level, players usually trust each other and don't think that, well, um, anyone is cheating or checking their chat for advantage or whatnot. Can we rank players by amount of handbook streams? We could. But yeah, so far so good. Questions? Change log. Logo was added. I'm excited, guys. I'm really, really excited. Can we also rank players on their map reviews during drafting? I have a question. Yes, sir. Tell me. Also, Discord. In Discord, you have everything. Everything, everything. Will we watch baggage again? I don't know. You have everything. Uh, Announcements, informations, general chat, questions, community feedback, caster promo, caster announcements, everything. Just join the Discord. Leaked. Absolutely leaked. Yep. Chop chop. Join the Discord. Amazing. You're amazing. What do I do if I'm too hyped to wait for the official start? Well, imagine if we're too hyped for the official start and no one ends up signing up. That would be a mood killer. That would be an absolute mood killer. That's not a world I want to live in. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean, homie. Oh Lord. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I have a good feeling about this basically. Damn, we've been blabbering about this for half an hour. GG on the announcement. Thank you. Will you aim to have a more strict or less strict style in chat when this is running? I will aim for a more professional chat approach. Yes. In the sense that I would probably kindly ask my mods to keep an eye on the chat more because I will probably be very focused on the events, on the games. I will also want to probably start re-uploading all of these games to YouTube for the people, for the viewers to have a way to go back to the games, to keep an eye on the whole event on YouTube as well. I don't care about people making pyramids or spamming copy pasta in between the games. I really don't care about that. But while I'm casting, I will probably try as much as possible to focus on the games and on being professional myself. Um, this is a big thing for me that I 100% want to take it seriously. I want to grow as a caster with this event. I want for this event to be so good that it's impossible next year to not get funds from Microsoft. I want this tournament to be so successful that people will beg for it to become an yearly thing. You know? So in order to do that, we all have to improve and to. It's a lot of pressure on myself by being put by no one else but myself. uh, but I think we have to commit. We have to give it a shot. We have to give it a try, and it'll be easy to have all 18 weeks running. No, it will be tiring, and I'm extremely excited right now, and I just want to start casting as well and start having people signing up and everything. Just for me to be exhausted probably in the second month, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but like I said, I have big goals in mind when I'm thinking about this tournament and about this project, and uh we will have breaks. We'll have one week of break every month. So on top of that, I will continue to be focused on the big events as well. Like I'm not going to completely ignore S tier tournaments. There's going to be the Chinese land qualifiers next week. I'm going to cast that. Um, of course, during the weekends, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, etc. During the weekends is when most of the big rounds of the big tournaments are happening. That's what we were trying to avoid, the weekends, right? I will continue to cast those as well and to focus on those. And yeah, that's about it. Can I ask a question? Yes, you can. Of course you can. Oh wait, will there be any special final playoff style event at the end? Not really. Not really. Because imagine, what if it's the same? Maybe Hera signs up every week and he just wins everything. Playoff between whom? ban her from joining. No. What if more than 16 players sign up? The only the well the highest seeded 16 players will be selected for the weekly tournament. If there's going to be a big demand, if we're going to see weekly over 50 people signing up, or well, I don't know, over 30 people signing up, we can increase it to start with round of 32. But if we're increasing it with a round of 32, probably the format is going to change a bit. Probably round of 32 is only going to be on Monday, and it's only going to be best of one. And all the matches are going to be played on Monday, and all the round of 16 is going to be played on Tuesday, and it's not going to be live slots anymore. Is everything casts whatever they can. So again, like the format can change depending on the demand, but also it will be adapted accordingly, of course, to the change. Also, thank you so much, Shikso. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate the nice words. I hope I'll see a sign up. I hope I'll see a sign up. And yeah, that's about it.